So the biggest story in Nigeria this morning, obviously, it's suspended former head of the Nigerian Police's Intelligence Response Team. Now, his name is DCP Abba Kyari. He was arrested by the police. According to reports, he was arrested hours after the NDLEA, that's the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, declared him wanted over alleged drug links. And we got a press release from the NDLEA that he was brought over at 5 p.m. To the office yesterday. And right now he's been interrogated alongside 4 others. NDLEA, we keep saying it. They've been busting and busting. We said there's a higher level. They are busting these little guys. But they know that there's a higher level. There's those international links. There's a cartel. So I'm so happy. First of all, we must applaud NDLEA for the work they're doing so far. And I'm so happy that they're doing it without fear of anyone. But at the same time, this our super cop has been arrested. Now, he's still innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. Because Nigeria, again, you don't want a media trial where we see all the cases on social media, and tomorrow now he's free. So let's also get too excited. Let's be sure, hope that NDLEA has the airtight case. But in your thoughts, what came across to you when you saw this news? And how did it make you feel as a Nigerian?
You asked the question, Mariah, who do we trust? My summation is trust no one. Take everything you see and hear with a pinch of salt or a bucket of water, if you like. Because it's become increasingly obvious that there is more than meets the eye. When you see people you're supposed to hold in high regard, respect, people who you see that they are, here we always talk about people showing track record, putting in the work, consistency, just keep working, keep doing it. And now you see someone who we can say has been putting in the work, who has shown consistency, who has shown excellence. You now hear this sort of thing. It just sort of confuses a whole lot of human beings. My question would be, at what point did this change happen? At what point was he bought over? At what point did he allow greed? Because everything I see is simple greed. So how do we now begin to trust people at the helm of affairs to say that some people are actually clean if this sort of person can be caught doing this? And one thing I noticed, when Hush Puppy fingered him, I told myself, for Hush Puppy to have the guts to finger this sort of person, there's something in it. But Nigerians now, we found a way to do this and do that. And others are also saying that this is likely like a smoke screen. They don't want him to answer to the FBI. Probably that's why they are now coming out to arrest him now. That they must have gotten this.
This is a huge smoke.
Yes, just to cover.
This smoke is too huge.
Yeah.
This is so smoky. I started getting worried about our super cop with the level of proximity he had with people that I should be suspecting. And with the level of wealth he displayed for his position. I started suspecting him from that point. You have this kind of cars, you're hanging out with people that you should be investigating. People are listing your name. It is looking too much like a rat for them not to be rats in the DNA. So this for me, this just fits. When the story of Hush Puppy came up, people were still in doubt. This fits. And the question of who to trust is the term of the Bible scripture of you don't sit in the seat of the scornful. You don't stand in the path of the sinners. Like there are things, if you want to live a right life, there are things you just don't do because you want to live right. So now, by all standards, I don't doubt his rise to prominence was legitimate.
When I heard the story, how did I respond? I screamed. I was like, what? I did not scream because he was arrested. I screamed because I thought, you mean the system is allowed to work in Nigeria? You mean we're allowed to print things like this and put up videos of high-level, appointees in our country? And I felt so proud. I felt so proud that NDLEA did the work. I felt so proud also when I read today's paper and it said that the presidency insisted that this report must be properly investigated. So it says to me that, that we are willing to give Nigeria a chance that there are some people at the helms of affairs that are willing to do the work to make sure that Nigerians can trust the system. I hope, honestly, that this will now be done and finished properly, because the smoke screen you're talking about, today's papers say that he will be sent to the United States.
Okay.
So that smoke screen is no longer a smoke screen. They will do that. And I hope that when he gets this investigation is done, every other person, because we know he couldn't have done this by himself, there has to be other people involved, that every other person that's been named will also be brought to book. I hope that all the lawyers that will be involved in prosecuting and, will do the right thing.
Okay, so Section 3, subsection 11, number 9 of the Nigerian extradition law states, extradition application will be rejected. So the American extradition to us will be rejected. Okay. Where the fugitive criminal, that's Abba Kyari, has been charged with an offense under the Nigerian law.
Okay.
Other than the offense at which the surrender is sought.
Okay.
But has neither been discharged or acquitted. So while he's still facing this one, he can't go anywhere. Yeah.